Welcome back to Raccoon Tweeties. Thanks for tuning in. As always, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm wondering, can you do a whole episode where you stare into the camera or no?
No.
Damn.
You want me to do that?
I don't. I was just wondering.
Out.
Got you.
All right, sorry. Go ahead. You're
like,
wondering.
even if when you're addressing me, you're just like, I know, Gerardo, that's crazy. But
I might be able to.
You're capable, but you're not going to do it.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. I'm here with Rico. No way. No.
Yeah. Dude, my shirt's open, dude.
I know, I saw.
Why would I do that? All right, that's it. That was the bit.
That's awesome, dude.
That was the bit.
That's so funny.
That was it.
Adam Ray, you had me. I didn't see it coming.
That's why when you remember earlier when I laughed and you're like, what? You were all scared because I was laughing?
Yeah.
I thought it was a bit.
That worked. 4D chess.
Whose hair? Who does the hair like this? Why would I do that?
Don't try and say the hair was on purpose. The shirt, I'll get. Yeah, you got me there. You'll stack that over a week.
Some haters that hate us
What?
are laughing really hard because they love Adam Ray.
Oh yeah, I'll never get over that. The amount of all the people we've talked shit about and made jokes and all that stuff, the one we got the most pushback on is Adam Ray. But it was like the most deserved.
Yeah.
Of all the people we've talked about. I mean, Adam Ray sucks.
They were all like, why would you say that?
I want like, and they would never like say what it is they like about it.
Yeah.
What is it what is good? They're like, instead of saying like, oh yeah, you haters, you hate him because his Dr. Phil is so good or something like that. They were just like, oh, Adam Ray's bad?
Yeah.
Like it was an insane
Why don't you try to take 3 edibles and go to the airport? Huh?
Yeah. They
and then why would you do that?
Why don't you sit on the wing? Or whatever he said to Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby
but you're the dumbass when it comes to sitting on the wing. That's a popular term, sitting on the wing. Yeah.
Oh,
you're above the wing in the window seat.
Above the wing in the wind. You mean like, and if you're in the front of the plane, you'd be above the wing. Right?
More middle of the plane.
Well, what is it? So like the wing is.
So you know how the wings come out the side of the plane?
Sure.
And there's seats where the wings are.
Yeah.
And if you had a window seat, that's cool. But if you're at a window seat with the wing right there, kind of blockbuster because you don't get a view. You just got a view of the wing.
Oh, do you look out of the plane while you fly? I never do that.
Oh, why would you do that?
I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm like, that stuff's not that interesting to me.
Oh, really?
I mean, occasionally maybe I'll look. That's a shop thing. Right? I never do it. Okay. Maybe I'll look out, but you know what? I take that back. When I'm landing, I'll look out and be like, wow, look at how small everything is. How does anyone fit in those things?
Well, dude, I'm at home acting like a bird's eye. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
I'm at home looking at maps going like, the streets in Cleveland are insane.
Really?
Yeah. You know about that, right?
You look at maps all the time?
Miguel makes fun of me for this.
Yeah, no.
I'm autistic or what?
Hey, look, you said it.
Dude, I don't like some of the thoughts that I have. All
really?
Right? I don't. Why do I do that? You know?
We did do that one test. Remember you did the test, the autism test?
Yeah.
You scored.
Slightly autistic.
Yeah, but I feel like, I don't know how.
I'd rather be slightly than full-blown autistic, dude.
Like, yeah.
There's nothing wrong. It's just the spectrum of what I would like to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I saw online that the girl in The Last of Us has autism because a crew member saw her doing something and he was like, maybe. How did he approach?
I thought you were going to say she has autism because a crew member dropped some radioactive goo and
that would have been so much funnier. God damn it. Yeah, like he accidentally, there's something that they had in the bag to use for the show where the aliens shoot out of their face. He accidentally squirted it and it went, and then she started fucking loving trains.
She was like, squares are beautiful.
But somebody retweeted an old article that had quoted her And it was like crew, they wouldn't have known she's autistic had a crew member not noticed, but he quote tweeted it and put this old quote where it said she had been quoted as saying that she prefers using orange juice to milk with cereal. And he wrote, how can we have known? That is some weird shit, dude.
Yeah.
When people do the water and cereal.
Yeah. Have you done it?
No.
Okay, see, then you have no right to talk. You just heard about this from a friend.
Disgusting.
Oh, I heard that water with the cereal movie sucks, so I'm never going to watch it. Listen, I've done it before because I didn't know. I had poured the cereal, did a little spin and a leprechaun jump and was like, I'm about to have some cereal.
Right.
And there was no milk, though. And so I was like, oh, I've heard about this milk and water thing for the cereal.
Yeah.
And then I did it. What did I say? Water, weed, dune hair. Dude, this is disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's god awful.
You can tell. You know, that's one of the few things where you look at it and you're like, I know what this is going to taste like.
Yeah.
I know water very well and I know cereal very well.
See, this is, you're asking me how am I doing? This is what I'm thinking about, dude. I'm thinking about why did I think that? Why did I do that? Right?
Oh, why did you even try it?
Yeah, why did I try that?
No, I think it's normal to try it. Water is definitely more normal than orange juice. If you're like, you want to eat cereal, you open the fridge, there's no milk, you see water, you're a kid, you're like, let's see if it's a substitute. But if you see orange juice, you go, fuck it, no cereal. Yeah. Not today. Like, who's like, well, that's almost as ridiculous as saying beer.
Yeah.
And being like, God, thank God she had access to only orange juice. She might have poured beer in there.
No more milk. Time to put some Rain energy with my fucking Fruit Loops, dude. My dad's loaded up on Rain.
Yeah, orange juice or beer or energy drink and cereal.
Yeah.
You see someone doing that, it's because it's like a dark thing where they're
I think you could 5150 them, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Or at least get them to drug rehab because they're definitely doing drugs at that point. Speaking of drugs, dude, I don't know if you heard. Do you see my Instagram story? I never do stories.
Oh, you were... Okay, question.
Yeah.
Which we can cut this out if you want. But were you at your apartment?
Yeah.
Don't ever do that. What are you doing?
I dox myself.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully they don't know where, but I mean, I don't think enough people saw it and only followers saw it.
We were just talking about orange juice and cereal, dude. There's people with that level of autism that'll see your street and know exactly where you are.
Maybe. It's not even around anymore. But I remember after I posted it, I waited for a while and I turned to my girlfriend and I was like, did I just dox us? And she was like, I think so.
Yeah. Yep.
But I'm on my balcony and I filmed, and thank you for watching. But thank you so much.
Yeah.
I
watched it 3 times. Like, is he at a party? And if so, did he not invite me?
Not at all.
Why would he do that?
No, I haven't been to a party in years, B.
Yeah.
But I feel like, so, all right. First thing that happens is the morning starts, right? And my girlfriend comes back into her place and she goes, I just talked to this guy outside. He had a lockbox on, he's in the apartment next door. He had a lockbox and it got cut. Someone stole it and they stole his keys. So he's waiting for the locksmith to come change his locks. And the side gate, the side gate where that one time where we got locked out and we had to use the side gate to get in, and she's like going on and stuff. She's like, that side gate's open. So he told me that it just opens so people can get in and out. And he's been seeing people go in and out. So can you email the landlord and tell him that so they can fix it? And I was like, I stared at her for a while. I didn't understand a word of what. Like this, I understand it now because it was explained to me 3 times. Yeah, it was like that.
That's what you saw.
It was like exactly like the Peanuts thing where it's wah, 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 wah. And I was tired as fuck. And I'm wearing a blazer. Like I'm fully ready to go to work and I don't understand a word she's saying. And I was like, the guy who lives in here's house got broken into. And she's like, what? What? And I said, what do you want me to tell the landlord? She's like, and shaking her head. She's like, I just told you. And I was like, but what is going on? Like, what gate? You mean the door? And she's like, the gate. And I go, what are you talking about? And then she explains the whole thing over again to me. So I finally understand. Essentially, the guy next door, like I said, his lockbox got stolen. And our side gate separately, which is the more important thing, maybe say that first. I don't give a fuck about this guy. That's what the thing is. The gate is open, right? It can't
So
close.
your girlfriend starts talking about another guy and you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, what? I don't care about your boyfriend. Your other guy that you're fucking. Boring story. Like,
who's the main one?
Oh, you're fucking another guy. Big surprise. Okay, no, I'm just kidding.
That's what you walk away with.
No.
She's like, can you message the landlord and tell him you're fucking somebody else? I don't get it.
Yeah, why do I got to tell the landlord what you're doing in your spare time? I don't care. I love you. Have fun. How about this? I can't live without you. I don't even understand the words you're saying. Think about it.
He's got your box on lock.
I can't fear for myself. So anyways, I'm like, I hear what she's saying, right? And I'm like, oh, fuck that guy. I don't give, he could live, whether he lives or dies matters not at all. His door got broken into. I hope they steal his stuff. And so, now I'm in the beginning stages of being angry because I am angry at myself for not understanding what she's saying. I'm tired. I got to go to work. And I'm starting to remember like how the other day I saw these sketchy ass fucking people just sitting on our stoop. They had like black and milds and they look like street trash. And I thought about like, being like, I thought about going up to them and be like, what are you guys doing here? What are we doing here? Get the fuck out.
And they were like, just being Latino. Fucking
They were
racist.
totally normal people. Yeah. And they were actually Latino. But that has nothing to do with anything. So I didn't do that because I was like thinking, nah, I don't want to do that because I don't really know who they are.
Yeah.
And I don't want to like call the cops or something or just go, because I really was just going to go up and be like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And that's probably stupid. It comes from the stupid part of my brain. It comes from the same part of my brain that wanted to go find the people with the phone.
Yes.
And I'm going to die some days. But anyways, I didn't do that. I thought at the time the right call. But then I'm thinking back to that. I'm like, maybe I should have done that. As the gate is broken and apparently people are coming in and out. And now I'm thinking these people are definitely sketchballs. And there's also been other sketchballs. So I'm in the beginning stages of being angry. I'm walking out. I see this guy across the street on the phone. He looks weird. That makes me mad. And then I walk and the door, I'm getting even more mad because the gate is broken. It won't shut. It's opening and closing. And then I'm like, oh, okay. This is the reason why something else we had in the garage got stolen. It's because this fucking gate's open. So I emailed the landlord saying like, the gate is broken. Can you do something about this? We've already had things stolen. And I go to work and I don't think about it again. Cut to a hot second later at every night, just redacted. I come home and it's nighttime and I'm walking the dog. So I take the dog, walk it outside. Outside my door are like 4 cops. I look up. The one cop who looks exactly like me in the future goes, "Hey, how you doing tonight?" And I go, "Hi, how you doing tonight?" And I wave to this guy who I think maybe is a landlord. And I go, "Hey, how you doing?" He ignores me completely. And I keep walking, and I'm leaving out. I'm not so bad at stories. I'm leaving out that before this, that guy that I thought was a landlord, he comes in, we see him in our Ring camera, and he's knocking very violently against the door somewhere in our apartment thing.
Yeah.
He's like, like a weird thing. And we're like, oh, that's aggressive. We have no idea what's going on. And I go, what do you think? Is that the landlord, do you think? And she's like,
it
yeah,
sounds
I
like
think
it's Tren de la Agua or whatever fucking taking over your apartment complex.
Yeah, dude, I live in the Venezuelan apartments. This shit is fucked up. Like shit, we've already talked about my stuff gets stolen. Fucking, there's street urchins everywhere. Also, there's trash. That was the other reason why I was mad. Somebody in the place next to ours, it's all sketchy where the fights happen. They maybe got evicted or something because there's all this fucking shit out in the front. There's all this trash. That's another reason why I was mad.
Explains the fight.
Yeah. Yeah. They're having money problems, and I'm sitting
What
there.
do you mean
fine.
you're 3 months late on rent? This is how they talk, right? that is aggressively late on my rent.
Nobody has that accent. And so I'm walking. So basically, cut back to, I'm doing such a bad job of the story, but
Terrible, by the way.
the worst. Maybe some would say the worst.
Yeah.
I walked in. I said, "That's a bad story."
I feel like you go home and you like sit down to write bad stories, and then you're like, "That's a good one to bring."
See, that's where you're wrong. I don't sit down to write or plan anything. I'm like Brendan Schaub. That totally unplanned. So I'm all right. Anyways, I'm walking out with the dog, right? The cops, they say hello. I walked and dog takes a poop, pick up the poop, walking back. Now there's like 6 or 7 cops standing out front of my place, all cop cars everywhere. and they're still talking to the guy that I think maybe is the landlord. And the way I get into my place when I have poop is I open the gate, the parking gate. I don't go up the stairs.
The way you open your place when you have poop.
Yes, dog poop.
You walk dogs.
I walk my dog.
Got it. I forgot you have a dog now.
Yeah, because there's the stairs to the door to our place.
Yeah.
Or the gate to where I park my car. I like to open the gate because it's right where the trash is.
Yeah.
But the cops are all in front of the gate. So I click the button and they're like, they all jump and they think, and they're like, do we have to move? There's a car coming. You see right there why the LAPD doesn't have, they're not ready, right? You see like why the fire's not.
That's what I was about to say.
Like their readiness is just not there.
Yeah.
Dude. I mean, I heard them talking, strategizing, and a good amount of their strategizing was talking about where to get burritos. Okay.
What did I say?
Yeah, I know. You're right.
What did I say?
Like I don't think I called you a liar.
I fucking sniffed this out. I'm not mad at you. I'm saying it's a problem. We need to all, and guess what? Yesterday, dude.
What?
Union Pacific, dude, I'm getting too many burritos because I'm seeing this all the time. Union Pacific Police, whatever the fuck that means. Did he just walk up and down the tracks or something? You know?
I don't know.
He was getting like 3 burritos.
Where?
I mean, come on. Do you try to dox me now too or what? Yeah, Lucky
LB?
Boy. Let's just say Lucky Boy.
So, okay. Well, that's funny. That is funny. Now we're solving something, or we're at least noticing a pattern.
In the least viewed episode, dude, because they're trying to shadow ban us, dude.
Yeah, the LAPD doesn't want it out there. But literally, that's what, I swear to God, they were like talking about getting food or burritos or something.
None of them were like, guys, what were we just doing? They just get lost in the burrito.
They came, they did absolutely nothing, and then they left to get food. Which, anyways, so, all right. So they jump out, and they're like, do we have to move? Do we have to? And I go, guys, it's me. I'm trying to get in. And they're like, oh, okay. And then I'm walking with the dog, and I'm like, is it okay if I do this? And the landlord, who I think is the landlord, is like, oh, yeah, go ahead, buddy. And I go, all right. I mean, are you going to not tell me what's going on? You're not going to acknowledge me or anything? But anyways, so I throw away the poop. I go upstairs. I'm telling my girlfriend, like, hey, there's all these cops here. She's like, oh, yeah, we all want to know what's going on. And we have a balcony. So we're walking on the balcony, kind of looking over, seeing what's going on. And she's like, oh, my God, look, I'm looking at Citizens app. It looks like it says 2 people are trying to break into a a place with no one in it. What's it called?
Abandoned building.
Not abandoned room, like or unvacated. I don't know. Fuck it. There's an open apartment where no one lives, and they're trying to break into it. And I'm like, is that us? And she's like, I think so. And so we hear the landlord walking, and then the cops, they start coming in. What they were talking about is how they're all going to go in at the same time, right? To see what's going on.
They all have burritos.
Yeah, they're like, there's some food on their face. They're like, all right, let me just wipe this off real quick. And so they're walking. They sound like stormtroopers. They're walking up. And as they're walking up, I swear to God, I'm doing this because I'm stupid. So I'm doing bits,
Where's the red salsa?
My girl's like, they're coming up. I'm like, yeah, they're coming up because they're tired of your bullshit. And so am I. I yelled at her really loud because I want to see if I could get the cops to laugh. And so they walk by. They don't laugh at all. And they do nothing. And they are outside again. And then my girl goes out. She talks to these people we never met. There's like a couple that lives near us. And the couple's like, oh, yeah, I think what's going on is that 2 people have been like squatters, have been living in that spot. And like we don't think the landlord called the cops on them or whatever. And she's like, oh, okay. We still really don't know what's going on, right? So she comes in, she tells me, I'm like, oh, wow, okay. And then I was like, are they there now? And she's like, no, they're not. I don't think. I think they're gone now. And she's been like telling me every once in a while that there's these people that come in really late at night that she'll watch on the Ring camera. She's like, I think they're on drugs or something because they come in at like 3 a.m. and then leave immediately. And they have bikes. And so she was thinking it was those people. And so I'm nosy. I want to know what's going on. So I'm like, I think I'm going to take the trash out. And my girlfriend starts laughing. She's like, you're going to take the trash out, right? Why don't you just want to see? Why don't you just go out like I did? And I was like, but it seems pretty full, right? And I'm just like committed to this lie. I don't know why. And then she's like, Brennan, you can take the trash out if you want. And I'm like, I'm going to take the trash out. And yeah, you're right. I want to see what's going on. So I take the trash out and I'm in the fucking parking lot and I hear this like fucking weird noise and a flashlight. And I'm like, oh fuck, it's them. Oh fuck, you know? And I get a little scared honestly for a second. And then I look around, it's the fucking guy that I think is the landlord. He's coming walking up kind of smiling because it's probably awkward for him. And I go, hey man, are you the landlord? And he's like, no. That's whatever the landlord's name is. He's like, I'm whatever. I'm David. I'm like,
I'm Grigor.
I don't get, what does that mean?
Yeah.
This is just your name. What is this, an Adam Ray sketch?
Yeah.
David. But I think he's the owner's boyfriend. So I'm like, what's going on? He's like, okay, so I get a call from so-and-so in 102. He said that he saw, like he heard weird noises in 104. So, and then they came and there were blankets and all this in the room. So we'd squatters. I had to call the police. And I'm like, okay, so it's just squatters, right? So he's like, what I did is I turned off the air conditioning. I turned off the power in there. I wanted to ask more questions, but I was like feeling awkward. So I just let it go. It's funny though, because the landlord, I don't know if I've ever talked about this podcast. He had called me on the phone and he was like, hey, there was like weird noises the other night. They said that is going like banging, accusing me essentially of doing it. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, well, the other room there's no one in it. So, and he did that like to trail off. Like, I'm going to be like, all right, you're right. I was beating my girlfriend with pots and pans. And like, what do you think how would I make loud noise?
Well, everyone else did not hear. So
you're Irish and you drink. And I'm like, you hit her.
Cops hear you yelling at girlfriend. So.
And so, and then the whole time it's like a fucking Inception or like a fucking when the guy and the usual suspects, when you drop the glass, it breaks and everything makes sense. The Amazon packages, the thing in the garage that got stolen, the weird fucking noises, the whole entire time, it's been these fucking people who have been squatting since we moved in and no one fucking said anything or did anything.
Wow.
Because the door was broken in the beginning. The gate is broken, the whole thing. I live in a fucking sketchy ass Seattle.
I was hoping you would blame it on more things too. You blame more things on them.
Oh, dude, my fucking headaches.
The YouTube shadow ban.
Just people the people that got their cars declined.
300 pages of fucking Reddit information.
My teeth being small.
So, yeah. You know what's funny is that there's times where we have defended living in LA. We're like, living in LA is great. You know what I mean? And then they're going to cut to like me talking about how big this tent is getting outside.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, since we're on this front, guy in the tent, right? I'm not sure if he listens or not. That's why I'm scared.
Oh, yeah. He's a listener, yeah.
Not like on YouTube because he could hear me whispering, but I'm saying like he might be listening because there's one time where he was walking away from the tent as if like I'm never coming back. And I haven't seen him since. So like he was doing like a walk where he was just like taking it all in, just like this place was pretty, you know what I mean? Like this is a good place that I lived at one time. Like he wasn't going to stop walking until he hit like fucking at least Eagle Rock or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or who knows, Boulder, Colorado.
When that guy's not here in the tent, he's living at my place.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
Yeah. And it was pretty funny because I didn't stare at him. I remained busy outside while watching him just like do the slowest walk, some twirls, and just like, damn, it was good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tent's still there. You know what I mean? I don't know. I haven't seen him since. You know?
Yeah. Oh, no, you haven't seen him since then?
No.
Yeah. Like, what's he up to now?
I'm telling you, it felt, I was in a movie.
Yeah.
And I was in the background of a scene where this guy's saying goodbye forever. It felt like, you know what I mean? Or maybe that's my wishful thinking.
Yeah, no, I hope that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
He just builds tents and he leaves. He's like, I'm done. He's an architect of hobo structures.
This is my tent. It's the city's.
He has galvanized steel in there to make it big. Loser.
Damn, dude. So you got squatters in the pad.
Yeah, and I really don't understand, like, so, okay, maybe I should follow up because I was thinking, do I email the landlord about this? But the power's off, there's no AC, but you got to probably change the locks on the door. I mean, they have keys to the door, right? So you got to do that. Do I watch for them? What about the front door? What about the back door? Is the back door fixed?
You know where my mind immediately goes is like to the Matrix where they had that Asian key maker And it's like the squatters have like this underground society where they got Asian key makers, and he came through and made a key for them and was like, here you go. Yeah. He did turn into Mario at the end there, but you know what I mean? Like, how did they get the key?
By breaking the lock off.
They changed it.
Well, there was, if you know what's weird is that they probably got both, but because they remember the guy in the beginning of the story that I don't give a fuck about.
Definitely, yeah, the guy fucking.
That's my girlfriend's boyfriend. Lockbox guy. They took his lockbox for the other side of the other building, but they also took the lockbox for maintenance people for our building. So they shot off both of those things. So that's how they got the keys to get in.
So they have a key to your apartment.
I mean, not to my apartment, but the front door.
Okay.
However, part of me is like, well, okay, so they got the one for the maintenance guys. How do they get keys to the actual room? Was that in the maintenance guys thing?
Probably.
That I don't like.
So you got to change your locks.
Well, here's the thing. Remember I told you, I don't even know if I should say that on the podcast. But anyway, look, there's a lock thing that you can get. I won't say the name of it, and I won't say how I know it. But it's a lock thing that just opens locks.
Oh my God.
It's like what a locksmith uses.
Jesus
So
Christ.
it's a lock. It doesn't open all locks, but it's like a thing to pick.
Yeah.
I saw this guy do it one day. It's pretty cool. I was like, how do I get that? I didn't actually say that. Allegedly, I said that. Allegedly, I bought it. But yeah. So I mean, if somebody, I don't know if like most locks can be picked, but like a basic lock probably you can pick with it. So they may have one of those. Let's fucking do.
Damn.
Yeah.
I can't imagine, dude. It's like if people are getting away with squatting, it's kind of like you're at a crossroads in your own life where you're like, should I start? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Why am I paying if they don't have to pay?
There was growing up in Rancho in Etowanda, there's the old Etowanda train station that was abandoned, and people were squatting there, and they made it a fucking like sick ass adobe hut, dude.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, I guess they're just like, we live here now.
Yeah.
Nobody is like for years. I don't know if I haven't been out there in a minute, but
yeah,
it was like, this is amazing. You have your own, this is free.
They make their own thing. I mean, you know,
and then also mansions that foreclose out there.
Yeah.
There was squatters that lived in there. And then if you make like the finish line of like however many months, you technically, I guess, either own or live there, and they can't do anything about it. Because it was a nuisance to people in the neighborhood where there's like nothing legally you could do about these squatters that have been there for months.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tricky question. I don't know what you do, but I'd say change laws. Also, Miguel squats when he poops because he's a dog.
Yeah, true.
I don't know.
Speaking of poop, not true. I'm not speaking of poop. But I was working today, you know? And like I was saying earlier, just like you said, like I didn't say that, you know, like sometimes our brains go to crazy, weird places, you know?
For sure.
There was this pregnant lady at the golf course today. And she was hot. Have you ever seen this?
Sure.
Yeah. Like this is the first time it's ever happened to me. I was like, oh my God, you're hot. I don't know if you're hot before being pregnant, but being pregnant, you're fucking hot.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure if I've ever seen it make someone attractive, but yeah, beautiful women do have babies.
And the first thought that comes into my head when I see a pregnant woman is ew. I'm like, ew, you like to have sex. That's nasty.
Oh, it's because they have sex. They had sex.
It's
Interesting.
proof they've had
You're
sex.
a prudish man. I get it.
I'm like, come on, dude. What happened to your innocence, you know?
How could you do that to yourself,
You're
men?
in public after fucking?
Men are gross.
Yeah. Ew, and she let him come inside.
Pause.
Oh, man. But, you know, I don't know.
Did you talk to her at all?
I did. Yep.
And find out anything about the baby?
No. I mean, all I know is that they were mini golfing, and the only people that go mini golfing at our golf course, dude, this is hilarious. I should have been ready to talk about this. I went mini golfing in fucking Santa Clarita. Right? Dude, our mini golf, listen, shout out to my golf course. It's a secret. I'm not going to say where I work.
Yeah.
Shout out to them, dude. Great place. Love you guys. Our fucking mini golf is probably the worst mini golf that's ever existed.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah, ever.
Why?
It's just terrible. I dare you to go mini golfing at my golf course.
I like mini golf. It's fun.
We will make you hate it. That's my guarantee, dude.
So let me guess then, because I'm trying to think of like what. So bad mini golf probably means like just not very interesting, like stuff to hit through and like kind of it maybe that's just very simple.
It's so there's like houses and shit, but guess the ball's not doing anything special. It's just going through a house.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
That is kind of bad. You know what I associate bad mini golf is the ones where it's like so bad that like the ball gets stuck.
That the ball is always getting stuck every day. Every day, like if you're coming to get one ball for mini golf, you're gonna walk away with two.
You know, that's funny. You know the mini golf ones where they have like water and shit?
It's okay. Let me finish my story here, dude.
I thought you stopped.
No,
you literally.
You were talking.
No. You literally stopped.
Right.
You said nothing. What do you expect? I'm just gonna be like, say nothing too. False.
No, but like our mini golf sucks ass. I wanted to sit in that for a second because it's true, and I think people that have been to my golf course will agree with that. Now, if you want to go mini golfing, find somewhere else. First of all,
right.
Here's the problem. The second act of this story.
Right.
There's 5, by the way. The price point. Our mini golf is. You want to guess how much it is per person?
I'm gonna guess that it's too expensive because it sucks.
Well, give me a number. It's fun to know because you have no idea how much it would cost.
15.
Okay, so no, less than that.
7.
11.
Oh,
all right. I went to a place just like the Disneyland of fucking miniature golf. Apparently, that's not what it's called, but I forget the name of the place. So maybe it wasn't that good. Anyways, I go there and they have 36 holes. We have 9 holes. You know what I mean? And like define holes, right? Like it's literally just holes in the ground.
Right.
9 of them. This place has 36 holes, a fucking waterfall. You're hitting like, and 3 or 4 of the holes are situated around the waterfall where I've never been more zen in my life. You know what I mean? I'm getting like mental health awareness from this fucking mini golf. And then there's a, dude, believe it or not, there's a hole underneath the water fucking fall, dude. And it looks like the Matterhorn, like you're inside the Matterhorn.
What is the Matterhorn again?
Disneyland.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The abominable snowman, people of shit like this, you know?
I remember the name. Yeah.
And you like it's, dude, you could play 36 holes, you know what I mean? And guess how much that one costs?
9?
$11, dude.
Oh, same price.
Same exact price.
Well, and where is that? That's Disneyland?
In Santa Clarita.
In Santa Clarita, the good one. Okay. I was about to say like maybe it's because you have to charge more where you are for like price of stuff. Or I don't know.
Big mistake. I'm not gonna say why or what. Like that's I worked there, but I'm just saying the facts here, dude.
Yeah,
they both cost the same.
Yeah, it sounds like it's too much. I mean, you get way more at the other place. The other place is like Top Golf, and this place is like fucking office golf where you put a fucking can down and try and hit it.
Yeah,
or not even office golf, street golf.
When you golf mini golf at my golf course, which I love my golf course, I feel like it's a punishment. It's like, what did I do wrong? Why do I have to go through this? You know,
you'd be better off on the pitch or the putt green. The putting green.
Yeah, dude.
And if you like this putting green, we have the same thing with a house that you hit through. If you practice for when you have to hit through houses. I took a girl mini golfing over there at my place, and we made it like 6 holes, and I broke the ice because we were quiet the whole time. This is the worst game of golf I ever played. Not score wise, but just like excitement and, you know, happiness. Right.
And I broke the ice by saying like, this fucking sucks. And she's like, yeah, this is the worst thing I've ever done my whole life.
Really?
Yeah. And we stopped immediately.
This is at the one at where you are.
The one I work at. Yeah.
That same girl, did you take her to the other place?
Yeah.
Yeah. I took you to this bad one. Now I'm going to take you to a good one. Okay.
And it was like, we had no hope in mini golf whatsoever. And after going to the new one, it's like, okay, mini golf is fun.
Okay. Let me ask you a question about the bad one.
No pregnant ladies there.
All right. So you go in, right?
Oh, the bad one. Yeah.
This would be really funny if it's bad, right? I was thinking this would for sure be bad. It would be so bad if all the balls are white. Like you can't even get a colored ball. Can you get a colored? You can get a colored ball there, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
You're like, no, we do all white balls.
Yeah.
You're just like, what? How do we tell the balls apart?
But yeah. I don't want to go further because I work there. So, yeah.
And then it's like, You go there, like it gets worse.
Dude,
like,
our clubs are disgusting, dude. Okay, I did it.
I like it. Keep
Dude,
going.
it's sticky. All of our clubs. I swear to God.
Why?
I don't know. I tried my best to clean them. And then, you know.
Like, stop cleaning them. They're dirty ones. Yeah. You give them dirty ones here. Life is pain. They come back if it's sticky. What? What do you mean they come back?
Come back.
Got cum on it. What? All right, no, keep telling me about the dirty.
I sanitize them. Yeah. I rub them down as best I can, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm and then
you know how to punish me. That's how you get me back. That fucking disgusting noise. I hate you.
That's a squirt gun.
I hate you. It's so horrible. It hurts my soul. But anyways, so they got the dirty clubs.
Right.
Anything that's a funny detail.
And then so this is pretty funny. A hot chick came up to the window the other day and was like, "Do you?" And she caught me off guard too. By the way, she caught me totally off guard because I'm quick. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm quick, especially like a large bucket. Okay. Boom.
Right.
Mini golf. Got it. Boom. I already got the clubs before you even finished saying golf. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so the guy was like, because there was an ugly dude with her. Hot girl, ugly fucking dude.
I like that.
Yeah. I'm saying ugly because I could have been with her. You know what I mean? He was, let's be honest, he was fucking sexy as hell.
Oh.
Pause.
Damn. I don't like that.
But it's my story. He's ugly. You know what I mean? Anyways, I'll stop. He goes, 2 for mini golf, please. I was like, for sure. And then before I can have like the Carter crash kind of stuff, she was like, do you wash your balls? And like not happy or like being coy or anything. Yeah. She's not trying to be funny. She was like legitimately concerned. And then
that's funny.
But the thing is, she was pointing at the balls we sell, like the Callaways and stuff like this.
Oh.
So I was confused and she got me, dude. I just stopped. I was like,
you didn't know what to say.
And then I was like, what are they? Oh yeah, mini golf. And I got the balls. Like, oh yeah, we wash our balls. I lied to her, dude.
Oh really? Mm-hmm. Are you supposed to lie, or are you just on the fly? You're like, yeah, I probably should say that.
Let's say this: I wash our balls.
Oh yeah.
But I can't speak for we, dude. You know what I mean?
Right. I do.
We got a guy that speaks in the third person at work. I work with.
It'd be funny if you're like, I actually wash the balls. And then you go.
Well, then she realized how ridiculous the question sounded and how horny guys are.
Yeah.
And so like us all pausing,
it
looked like we were like, oh, you want to wash my balls? Or, you know?
Yeah.
And so she started making jokes like, nice. What about your shaft?
Really?
Yeah, and there's something like this.
Holy shit.
I'm joking on a podcast.
Okay. No, that would have been nuts.
Yeah.
But I mean, this place is so gross that she may be the first person in history to ask that legitimately. Do you wash your balls? Not as a bit. I'm kidding. They probably do it all the time.
That's so funny. If this episode becomes like 20 minutes long, it's because I cut out all that. Like sometime in the future.
You can wash these balls, whore.
Yeah.
All right. That's too far.
No, yeah. I did say like, the clubs are a little sticky. Something like this. Because it's true. The clubs are fucking sticky.
Damn, dude. I'd be like, what do you mean the clubs are sticky? Well, the clubs are sticky.
But I'm also insinuating that there's cum on the, you know what I mean? Like this, it's a dick cum.
You fucking love to say comes on stuff, man.
But I don't say comes on stuff. I say I'm gonna fuck a squirrel right now. And then I'm gonna let it fly, dude.
That's so fun. That's funny because you go the clubs are a little sticky, and I fuck rats. The gloves are a little sticky, and then a squirrel runs by. You're like, oh, look, there's a pocket pussy. You scare everyone that comes in. Pregnant women, hot chicks, children, people being beaten by their kids, people that like Prince.
Oh, dude,
you scare everybody.
Did I talk about that kid on the podcast?
Yeah, you said that like the kid was like, my dad hits me, and you're like, cool story, bro. See you later.
Dude, they are there all the time, dude. Just like
your dad hits you. Well, lucky that you don't fuck rats.
Dude, and it's getting bad because I was golfing by myself the other day at a different golf course. And I saw a bird and I was like, that pocket pussy has wings. But I'm just like, who am I doing this for? You know what I mean?
Yeah, who knows at that point?
Sorry.
I mean, that's so funny, dude. I was thinking, okay, so the balls are the same, the clubs are sticky. What else would make it bad? Like I had like a bunch of like ideas for like But how the idea of bad mini golf is funny to me.
We were giving free mini golf the other day because it rained. Dude.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Because you had to.
Oh, and if you come to my golf course, secret golf course, I'm not going to say where it is, and you ask to go mini golfing and then complain about the price, you just got yourself some free mini golf, dude.
Really?
Why do you gotta say really when I work there?
No, sorry,
I'm making jokes, dude.
I'm sorry. I'm dumb.
Yeah, dude, I work there, dude. Fucking, no, not really. Come on.
I thought for a second, I thought you said something else.
Because then when you say really, I realize I'm talking on a podcast and I'm like, oh, fuck. And then I'm going to say, yeah, I do that after the fact. So there's no like, what is it called? What is that word where it's like, plausible deniability?
You go up to the front, okay, and then so you have all the same white color ball, and you're like, how do you tell it apart? You're like, that's your problem. And then you go, okay, well, where's the scratch? Where's the paper where you can keep score? And then you go keep score in your head. We don't have a pen.
You don't have a hand? Sharpie in a hand.
We ran out of pencils. Can we share a pencil? Let me go in the back and ask the boss. And then the fucking the balls get stuck, and there's the green is all scratched up. There's like holes and or like cuts of grass. Mm-hmm. Really?
Well, it's not grass.
That was a bit. I know it's fake.
It's
whatever.
not grass. And the hole, here's the hole, right?
Yeah.
The grass ends. So you see where the hole's at? The grass ends about over here, dude. It's just like cement and then the hole.
There's squatters in the houses, in the mini golf houses.
Yeah.
People smoking black and mild. It like you hit your putt and it hits a guy's shoe that lives there.
He's you can buy heroin under the bridge at our golf course, dude.
It's a bad neighborhood. My mini golf spot. Can't wait to go.
That's a new bit I've been doing at the golf course too. I'm all about bits at the golf course. You know that.
Oh yeah, you do bits all the time. Every night.
We have a little creek, very cute creek.
Mm-hmm.
I call it Fleshlight Creek. Anyways, but there's bridges that let you walk across it, you know?
Yeah.
And I've been telling people like, oh, I used to do heroin under that bridge. And it's definitely a thinker because they don't laugh right away. Mm-hmm. Because I just said I used to do heroin. And then the ending is the really important part to that sentence because it's a joke.
Right.
You know what I mean? But they have to settle with the fact that I used to do heroin in this sentence that I'm saying. So then it's like about 5 or 6 seconds later, like, oh, okay, thank God you're not a, junkie.
Because you can never fit in that bridge.
Yeah.
It's a kid like a...
There's a moment where they're thinking to themselves, how does he even fit in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's those coworkers?
No. I golf with people.
Oh, people?
Mm-hmm.
When it rains, people get free games in the mini golf, and they're like, "Oh, well, I guess we'll play." And then they look at the thing, and they're like, "We're gonna go."
Can we get a refund?
You do play mini golf in the rain, though. Mm-hmm. I've definitely done that. You play through when it's mini golf.
My turn?
Yeah.
Big mistake, dude. Not at our place because there is no filtration for the water, so it's literally like the green is now a big puddle of water.
Oh,
you can't even, we as night workers can't even walk on the green to pick up the flag to put it away because it's literally like not a little bit of water. It's like, I would say like a foot deep shallow end. Oh, you know what I mean?
And you say you as night workers do what?
We have to get the flags at the end of the night.
Oh, and is it just like fucking evaporate in the morning or something? Or does someone have to do something about it?
I need to do a time lapse to give you an accurate answer. I don't know. Maybe because somebody does go around blowing with the leaf blower. Maybe they just fucking blow out the water.
It's just the worst mini golf ever, it sounds like.
Dude, the greenskeepers think I'm a fucking great golfer, which is awesome. It feels good.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got a birdie in front of all of them and they were like, all right. A bunch of Mexican words I don't understand.
Supportive coworkers is a nice thing to hear. I'm glad to hear it.
They all cheering and I was like, did you just call me gay?
That's what you hear.
Yeah.
You hear that now no matter what. Any older Mexican man is like, hey, you're doing a great job, man. I just want to say that. And you're like, I'm not gay. We fucking
in Spanish.
What, my uncle or something? Yeah. All my uncles think I'm gay, and now they think you're gay. Stack that over.
But yeah, don't just stay away from a mini golf, dude. Go golfing. My golf course is great as far as golf goes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Driving range, great. Sorry.
No, I tweeted the other day that I hate this guy. Do you know John Daly?
Why, dude? Why would you say that? John Daly is amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Not the golfer.
Oh. Okay, then no, I don't know who John.
Okay, John Daly, the golfer, is great.
Yeah.
He's hilarious. He's big, fun, fat guy. He wears crazy clothes. He's one of my favorite golfers ever. Great guy. Never met him. John Daly, the comedian, is this really creepy looking dude that like he's in stuff and it's inexplicable why he's in the thing. Like he's never funny. Have you ever seen this guy?
Oh, I've liked stuff he's in.
What have you liked that he's in?
Oh my God, why is the computer doing this? Sorry. It's hard for me to concentrate and do
He's just like, he's just like this UCB guy that I think he just gets stuff because he's friends with people that are on shows or whatever. But he's just, you know how people talk about DEI? Mm-hmm. And they're like, DEI sucks. DEI is terrible. To me, DEI is this guy being in anything. He's in all this stuff. And you can't remember him in any of the things because basically he just comes in and he's off-putting. His character is always kind of strange, and he does stand up and he bombs.
Kroll Show.
Kroll Show is a decent show, but probably because of Kroll, right? Mm-hmm. But he just sucks. And I see him, and I'm like, how does he get away with this?
But he was good in Kroll Show. I liked him. That's why when I see his face, I'm like, he's funny.
Okay, we might disagree on this, but to me, this guy... no one talks about how much he sucks. Maybe it's because he doesn't suck. You say he doesn't, but
also he was in I'm Dying Up Here, which is pretty good.
Oh, is that the stand-up show? Who was he in that?
Arnie Brown. I don't know if that's a real person.
Because I'm Dying Up Here, there was a lot of cringe stuff in that.
Okay.
There was a lot of like, stand-up is the most important. I fucking bleed for this. I'm a tortured comedian.
But whose fault is this?
Mitzi. What's that?
Whose fault is that?
The writers, I guess.
I wouldn't even blame the writers. I would blame just like people that want something to be good.
Yeah, I mean, because I do know one of the writers. I like him.
Like producers that are like, what the fuck? Why does nobody care about this? Comedy's so important. Put that in the script. Yeah. You know what I mean?
The first episode, like there's a tortured comedian that like kills himself after he gets on Johnny Carson. Did that happen? I doubt that.
That guy that jumped off the fucking...
Was he on Carson?
No, probably not. I don't know.
I think the guy that jumped off the building was sad because his career was going bad. Mm-hmm. And he was like... And it was during the strike, right?
Yeah.
So this we're supposed to expect that this guy who just had the biggest thing in his career kills himself the next day. What's that?
Can I talk?
Yeah, of course.
Why you gotta be smarter than stuff that people make, dude?
I am not. But go ahead.
That's it. That was the question.
Oh, why do I personally have to be smart? Are you saying that
it's a good time, Cooney? Just take the ride. Strap the fuck in and die up there, dude. Just have a good time.
I could have a good time if it was entertaining, but I don't need like Andrew Santino to like fucking talk about how great comedy is.
I'm gonna call you Roger and Ebert, dude.
Roger and Ebert? Or Roger and Ebert?
Los dos.
Are they bad to you?
No, but it's like a critic. It's just like, I'm here to have a good time. I will say this. I did watch 3 minutes of Captain America, the new one, and I turned it off immediately.
It was bad?
No, I just didn't care.
Oh, okay.
I can't say it's bad. See what I'm saying here, dude?
What?
I can't say it's bad because I didn't watch the whole thing. I just stopped watching.
You could say the first 3 minutes were bad.
I didn't think so, though.
You just didn't care?
I was like, ugh.
It wasn't enough to watch.
Yeah.
What happened? Do you remember?
Harrison Ford's the president. And then I think it was Anthony Mackie fighting. You know what's so funny is that the girl that I'm seeing, I guess I don't know if I can say that, but like she saw Anthony Mackie on my little whiteboard.
Yeah.
She's like, "What'd you say about Anthony Mackie?" And I was like, "Oh my God, this is scary." And then I told her, I was honest with her. I was like, we talked about how he's the best actor of all time. You know?
Right. That's all we said. He's great.
I said that he went on this podcast and he was talking about his mother and it almost made me cry because he was so powerful in his messaging. You know?
Yeah.
And then I was like, and the episode's called Anthony Smacked Me. No, but I told her the truth and it was very strange.
Did she really like him or something?
I don't know. I didn't get a resolution here.
She just was like, she didn't answer any follow-up questions.
She asked because she knows that we talk shit about Shab or whatever, right?
Oh, yeah.
She had to make that fucking leap in logic to be like, okay, I guess this guy's still cute, you know, kind of thing. And then... So she automatically thought that we're talking shit about Anthony Mackie, which that's why the beginning of the conversation was like, what did you say about that guy? I was like, oh no, she must love Anthony Mackie.
But she didn't say whether she does or not.
I should ask, huh?
Yeah.
I don't clearly communicate, Cooney.
Yeah.
I speak in riddles. Riddles? I speak in riddles.
Yeah. So you're the only guy I know that will tell a story and change aspects of it, like for the reason only you know why.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Nobody
like
pregnant was even at the fucking golf course today, dude.
It's a secret in a riddle that is an enigma. Ever heard of it?
Yeah. I want you to go home and think that I fucked dead squirrels.
Right.
But they were alive the whole time.
The girl you're dating this whole time has been a dead rat that you fucked.
And the dead rat's talking to me now. I call her Wilson.
It's like Ratatouille. It lives in your hair when you wear a hat, and it makes you do stand up and work at the golf place. That's why you're so good at golf, because the rat tells you how to be good.
Swing, yeah.
Sure. Oh, that's it's so dumb. The other thing I was gonna say, this makes no sense, but at the fucking mini golf, you go up and they say, well, we got one putter, you share it. The ball is same color. If we run out of balls, we run out of balls. Nothing can do about it. And also, you have to be shirts for skins.
Yeah, shirts for skins.
I just wanted to bring it back.
Yeah. And then they're looking at me and I'm like, I don't want to sugarcoat it for you. I'm not going to put sugar all over your dick and tell you it's delicious.
That'd be so funny if you said that. Like it's a real phrase. You start saying it at work.
I'll try to do it with, what's it called? The people that go there all the time? What are they?
You will? Regulars?
Regulars. Well, dude, some of the regulars are fucking outlandishly racist and say some crazy stuff.
About who?
Just groups of people, dude. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm sure it's on like me putting sugar on my dick is on the table. You know what I mean?
Right. Interesting. People are wildly inappropriate if they're the customer. Oh, the inappropriate thing. Yeah. But you know what I mean.
I know. It's just funny.
It's not like I'm like making a judgment on them. I'm just. Like the guy at the thing that called the other guy. Remember I said a Toyota? It didn't make me mad. I thought it was funny, but he said that the other guy was a pedophile.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, you're going to... What if I'm
what if I have kids here?
Yeah. It was funny. I didn't care. But I wouldn't have done it because I'd be worried about being fired.
Yeah.
But that guy didn't care. He asked me for my jacket, too. He's a very friendly dude.
See, here's the thing about my golf course, too, dude.
What?
There's this rumor going around that nobody gets fired.
Oh.
So like somebody quit recently and he was telling me like about how he's his days are going to be open. And I'm like, all right, for sure. So I went to go talk to the manager and I was like, hey, I'm available these days if you got those days available. He's like, because I heard they were going to hire somebody else. Yeah. And I'm like, no, I want to work 5 days. Fuck, more golf for me. And he goes, all right, for sure. But I'm still going to hire somebody. And this is my response. All right.
Yeah.
New piece of information. I'm like, but why? I'm not that guy. But why? Why do you want to hire anybody? I don't care. Yeah. Dude, just give me more hours, dude. That's all I'm here for, right?
Right.
And then, but he answered in a way where I was asking why. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. You don't need the context, but he's like, he feels a need to.
I said, all right. And he was like, because I'm working on something now.
Right.
Go, what is it called? Go back in time for a second there.
Sure.
He's been like teasing about firing somebody for months, dude.
Huh.
You know what I mean? And like, I don't need to know. I don't care.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I just work here, dog. I golf for free here. That's why I am here working. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm working on something. And what do I say?
Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, but in his head, I'm asking, what are you working on? And then he continues with like, let's just say there's going to be more hours. It's like, but I'm only saying all right. And I'm walking away while he's saying all this stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a weird way of saying that too. I'm working on something about firing a guy.
Yeah.
I was like, are you going to fire me because I organize stuff? That guy, other thing, I've never watched John Daly. Big Mouth, terrible.
Yeah, god awful.
Like, and it's weird. How is it for kids? I don't think it's for kids. It's about kids. It's that weirds me out. A horrible show. He just sucks. Every time I see him, he like sucks the air out of the show.
Also, he's in Fallout.
I liked Fallout. I think I gave it like 1. I didn't think it was bad.
But you didn't play the video game.
No, not at all.
Yeah. You never traversed the wasteland.
No, I've not. The idea is that it's like, the world's over and you're kind of walking around with a dog, right?
I mean, why do you got to make things so like?
I don't think that's bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I thought it was funny. It's just like it's like that one stupid ass game where you fucking have a dog and you're like walking around, right?
I was gonna say I live that. Right? I look at my place right now.
Yeah, but instead of killing raiders, you pick up poop.
That, but also I'm just look where I live now. It looks like Fallout. Got squatters. Someone's been evicted. So their trash is all over the place. I got a dog. You know, I don't feel safe.
A nuke.
I live in Fallout. Yeah. Right. I'm surrounded by bad actors like John Daly.
Yeah.
So I know it already. I don't need to watch it on TV. I want to severance myself from John Daly.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and like white knight for him. Is that the right term for white knight? Probably not, right?
No,
I'm not gonna sit around here and fucking. I'm not gonna put sugar on John's Daly. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just think he's funny sometimes. I don't see him around all the time.
I see him too much. Him, and what I found out is he's actually writing partners with someone I hate even more, Brett Gilman.
Okay.
So
now I'm on your side.
So Gilman, I've been talking shit about for a long time.
Yeah, open with that.
Yeah, right. I hate that guy. If far before, you know, I know he's like big. It's big to hate him on our friends' podcast, Ben and Devin.
Right.
But far before that,
I mean, all I needed was Flock of Dudes.
Yeah, it's crazy that he's in
and
that.
Since Flock of Dudes, I've been on the Gilman train, dude.
He just like this guy. The whole thing is he's weird and isn't that funny.
Yeah.
And then they do stand up and they're both horrible at it. So they just they get on shows. I don't know why they have no fan base. They're not funny. I just don't get it.
Here's my thing.
Yeah.
I never mentioned his stand up. So.
Oh yeah, no, I mean it's trash.
Mistake.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But they were writing partners. I think they have a fucking rap group together. They have some sort of fake rap group.
Okay, that's.
I can only imagine how horrible that is.
They'll keep you busy for sure.
But what I'm saying, my main point is that this is DEI. Too.
Yeah, they need more white guys somewhere.
I don't know why they get put on stuff or how it happens, but people should be talking about this.
Yeah.
Like those two dudes suck ass and they're in everything, constantly being thrown in our face. Why? I don't know. I'm just asking questions.
Yeah. I mean, you could just focus on the golfer. He's good enough for any John Daly, dude.
That is true. The golfer is amazing. I mean, he has like content after content. He's funnier than this John Daly. He's not trying.
Yep.
When he's smoking a cigar, and he used to get so drunk that he said that he would see a few holes and he'd pick one. Remember that quote? I mean, it's sad, but it's also pretty funny.
I mean, is it sad though, dude? Because it's not sad if he's having the time of his life, dude.
He wasn't. No. This is not. He wasn't saying it like right. It was a dark thing. He's saying like I was like I had to like like teary eyed like, and there's times where I pick one hole, or maybe not. Maybe I'm remembering.
He was like, and I would listen to Flagrant when I was golfing.
He went through some dark times. I think he's come out of it though.
That's how you know a squatter's next door, dude, is if you hear fucking Akash Singh laughing next door, or like Alex and Mark Gagnon throwing ideas out.
Yeah, because Flagrant is not watched by the successful.
Yeah. You can't pay rent and listen to Flagrant.
I like that. That's fair. That's facts. That's a little fire.
That was pretty fire. What'd you say right there, bro?
No, John Daly, the golfer. That's different. I'd love to watch a show that he's on.
Let me get my phone.
To check for voicemails, Daly?
Not to check for him. We got them.
Oh, shit. Okay. I can't wait.
We need another hour for voicemails.
Voicemails. Check the phone. Ever heard of it? When we get excited that you guys leave us voicemails, it shows that you watch the show and you enjoy it, and that's what we're here for. So
let me see here.
What we got, Chin?
Well, first of all, leave us voicemails at 775-557-8667. That's 775-557-TMOS. And we'll play your fucking voicemail, dude. I swear to God. This one made me laugh. I didn't even hear it. I just saw the first two words on the transcription. So let's see what this is all about.
Chester Cheetah, I was reciting the zip code to Saratoga Springs, New York, in Chauvigny's. I wasn't bragging about my unit, dude. He was actually at Kim Kardashian's house, and he had white privilege, so he was supposed to turn himself in, but he actually just gave him the old stiff arm and went out the back with A.C. Collins, and that's the famous Bronco chase. So, like 4 days before, when they discovered the body of Nicole Brown Simpson, the barn cat was hungover. Oh, terrible. And I was living with an aspiring young comedian at the time. It was probably like 10 in the morning, and I hear, Bryce, you got to get up. Nicole Brown Simpson's been found dead in Los Angeles, and OJ's in Chicago golfing. You got to get up. And he would usually watch, like, Kathy Lee and, what was the guy? I think Regis Philbin, and, like, play his guitar and work on his act. And the barn cat's roommate was Jimmy Fallon. So,
whoa.
The zip code to Saratoga Springs, New York is 128 inches 66. Daddy out.
Damn, that's crazy. Mm-hmm. Roommates with Jimmy Fallon. That's nuts, dude.
Might not be true, but you know.
I believe it.
Okay.
I mean, the funniest thing I've ever heard about Fallon was the Tim Dillon thing. Remember, I always say how they chain him to the desk so he doesn't bite the guests. Mm-hmm. I think that just always makes me laugh when I think about it.
Yeah.
Fallon. That's another guy people hate. I think it's funny.
Mm-hmm. I like how our show is never true or fact. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So people are just like keeping notes and then like trying to catch us up on what really happened.
Yeah.
Over something we talked about like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then remember. So it's just like no conversation ends. Mm-hmm. And it's just like continues to go on. And I fuck rats.
Yeah, he was thinking back because at first I was like, what? And then, oh, yeah, O.J. Simpson, we talked about it. Mm-hmm. We got facts wrong. I thought he was going to say that he was roommates with Kato Kalin or something like that. Yeah. That obviously wouldn't be true. But what are you going to do?
Yeah, dude. And you know what's crazy is that we get so many listeners, viewers, or whatever. Maybe we don't.
Yeah.
And nobody calls.
Yeah, what's the number again?
775-557-8667.
I was roommates with Harrison Ford as the Red Hulk.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, back in the day.
Did you eat his Triscuits?
Yeah, and he threw me through a window.
He spit on my mouth. Or what is it? Not in his mouth, his face.
So he spit on my face and called my mom a bitch. What are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to go piss right now.
All right. See you next week.